Hello, everybody. This is Celeste, and this is day 11 of my juice fast. Actually, it's my um, 10th day of my juice fast and my 11th vlog, actually. And anyway, to date, I have now lost 18 pounds since the beginning of my fast, and I lost a total of 44 pounds. Woohoo! Since my highest weight of 2012 when I was 316 pounds. Today I am 272 pounds, so I'm just about to break into the 260s. As you can see, I'm in my bedroom, so it's a little day of R&R for me, just like hanging out in bed, watching movies. Just watched a really good movie called Pounds. It's LBS, and it was really good, about a guy who gets away from the city and all his weaknesses. He's a fat guy, and he's got having a hard time, and so he's Italian, and he gets away from his big Italian family, goes out to the countryside and loses all his weight, and just kind of has to learn how to keep it in check when he gets back into the city. So anyway, it's a really good movie. I just did 30 minutes on the Wii Fit and took a shower and whatnot, and that's the first time I've exercised since I've been on the fast, and I felt really weak. I felt like it was hard. I didn't have very much core strength. It was like almost hard to hold myself up in the middle. I just felt kind of weak. I haven't felt weak this whole time. I felt lots of energy and everything, but I felt like my core strength was really low when I exercised right now. And I've always had an issue with not being able to sweat very well. I don't usually sweat much at all, no matter what I do. And within a matter of minutes, I broke out into a sweat. So I think that's a good thing. The core strength thing, I need to work on that and build that up. And I also haven't had enough juice today. I had one 32-ounce glass earlier this morning, but it's now 5:22 and I haven't had anything since that glass. I have to go to the store right now and get some more stuff for juicing. The movie brought up a good point, though. I really kind of want to touch base on this because I'm really excited that there are tons of people. I'm sorry, let me readjust this. There are tons of people who are being inspired by my journey, and people telling me every day that they want to do a juice fast too, and that they want to get on board and they want to know more about what I'm doing, and all of that. Now, there's also people that are in our lives that are maybe a little protective, maybe just a little concerned. And I understand the concerns, and I understand protectiveness, and I understand that some people have just been through a lot of things themselves and don't want to see other people have the same issues. But there's also people that have not done something and they don't really know much about it, and they're going to condemn or criticize it. And I want you to remember, when you choose to make a change in your life, you are always going to be surrounded by people that will try to derail those changes. When you want to be a better person, when you want to, for instance, if you wanted to give up drinking, there's a lot of people that will come and say, oh, just have one drink. No, just here, have a shot. It's on me. Let me buy you a drink. And if you know that you have a problem and that you can't live with that problem anymore, then it's up to you to be strong. And you can't blame the people around you for wanting to entice you back into that lifestyle that you no longer want. Just because you've outgrown the lifestyle doesn't mean that the people in your life and the people that still do that have outgrown it. So never get self-righteous and never get, well, I'm better than you in any way, shape, or form. Never do that. Just, you just have to stay strong. And whenever you choose to be different or do something different than the masses, they're going to do a lot of things to try to reel you back in. And it may not even be something that they are aware of that they're doing. It could be as simple as just wanting to go out and eat at a place you guys always have eaten, and it's just not a healthy place. It's not going to be part of your life anymore. So you have to understand, people don't always understand your choices. People don't always want to make the same changes, and people aren't going to understand the changes that you're making for yourself. But if you are willing to go through something like this, a 60-day juice fast, or any kind of hardcore, extreme type of detox or life-altering change, whether it's anything from checking yourself into a program for drugs or just trying to eat more salads, people are going to try to derail you, and you have to be strong. It's hard. I know it's hard enough finding your own determination and will within you, just mustering up the desire to say, okay, I'm sick of this and I want something different for myself. It's hard enough to get to that point to say, I want something different. And then it makes it so much harder when your family, say your spouse, your kids, your parents, your best friends, your circle of friends, the people that you hang out with all the time, don't understand it and don't want you to be doing it. And then, of course, they also will voice their concerns. I don't think this is healthy. I don't think this is safe. I don't think you should be doing this. But just remember, what you've been doing all along hasn't been healthy and hasn't been safe. If you haven't been feeling okay and you feel like you need to make those extreme changes, what you've been doing up to this point hasn't been healthy and hasn't been safe. And if you've done enough research and if you've looked into the different avenues that are available for you to create a healthier life, and you feel that this is the path for you, then freaking kudos to you, man. It is a really big deal to want to make a change in your life. And okay, all of you guys know that I'm a lesbian and I'm married to Renee. Well, it's actually harder to come out and tell people that you have a lifestyle change when you've altered your dietary needs versus coming out of the closet. I'll tell you that much. I never had an ounce of issues coming out as a lesbian. I had one job where they were kind of mean to me about it, but I never really had any real discrimination where I was put in really uncomfortable situations because of my being gay. However, when you decide to become a vegetarian or a vegan, you will reach quite a bit of opposition. When you do a juice fast, quite a bit of opposition. A lot of questions, and I am not a certified dietitian, nutritionist, holistic healthcare practitioner, naturopathic doctor, or MD. And I'm doing this based on all the overwhelming evidence that I've seen presented by professional MDs, holistic healthcare practitioners, and other people in the nutritional field that has convinced me that this is the path for me. And I'm not doing something that hasn't been done before, and I'm not doing something on my own, and I'm not doing drugs, and I'm not starving myself. I am doing something that thousands of people are actually doing and have done, and I'm doing something that MDs have approved of and that naturopathic doctors have subscribed to patients, and that the Gerson Institute, for instance, will do for numerous patients suffering from long-term illnesses and disease. So mind your own business, first of all, when it comes to criticizing what I'm doing, because I'm not doing something outrageous that nobody's done before. And I'm doing something in order to become a healthier person overall. This is not, yes, the weight is falling off fast. And if weight loss and poundage is what it takes to sometimes inspire people to make a change, then I'm more than willing and more than happy to put out those changes that I'm witnessing in my body. And if that inspires people to get on board, I say do it, but do it with knowledge behind you. Don't just do it because somebody else is doing it, and don't just do it to see the pounds fall off, but do it because you want to make healthy changes. Because what you need to think about is the juice fast only lasts for 60 days of your life. What are you going to do with the rest of it? Are you going to go back to your old ways? Are you going to continue eating the way you've always eaten? You have to think, when you make a change like this, when you decide to go do something drastic like this, what is your long-term plan? 60 days will go by in the blink of an eye. What are you going to do? Why are you doing this? It's not just for the pounds lost, because if you lose 60 pounds in 60 days and go back to eating cheeseburgers, pizza, and fries, you're going to gain that back just as fast. It is easy to lose weight. They say it's easy to lose weight, and some people say, oh, it's not easy to lose weight. I bust my ass. I never lose a pound. Well, Once your whole mind and body is in the game, whatever plan you're on, if you stick to it and you just are determined to do it, the weight will fall off regardless. It'll always fall off. It's not about how you lose the weight. It's not even about the weight coming off. It's about how are you going to maintain that difference, and how are you going to maintain your new weight? How are you going to stay healthy, and how are you going to stay strong from here on out? And I have my plan. I'm not just doing this for 60 days of weight loss and then going to go back to being 300 pounds. I refuse. This is a transition for me into the healthy lifestyle I want. And the reason I have to do a 60-day juice fast to get to where I want to be, and I didn't just wake up one day and say, I'm a vegan, is because one, you got to clean your palate. You know, you got to get, there's massive amounts of addictive glutamates and food additives that are in our everyday food, and you are addicted. That's why you keep going back and wanting more and more and more and more of these foods. So you got to break the addiction. This is like literally a detox. Think about it. Before people go into rehabilitation, before they go to rehab, they have to go to a 2 or 3 day detox to get out the drugs out of their system. These drugs are a lot stronger, my friends. They stay in your system a lot longer. It takes a long time to get that full detox. So I am detoxing my body in order to have a healthier life. So I appreciate all the support. I appreciate all the people that have told me that I'm inspiring and motivating them. That makes my day. It makes me so happy. And if you have criticisms, please keep them to yourself. And if you have other people in your life that are making positive changes, please let them make those positive changes, because it's important. And if somebody's willing to make those changes, then let them do that. Whether it's a change into a vegetarian or a vegan lifestyle, or doing some kind of fast or detox, let them do it. Now, if they're doing unhealthy changes where they're popping a lot of diet pills and working out at the gym 10 hours a day, or they're getting too skinny, or you can tell that they're making unhealthy choices, eating nothing but like lettuce and water, and thinking that that's going to make them skinny, then that maybe you have some reason to be concerned. But all in all, if you decide to make this choice, remember that it's your choice, and that don't let your friends and your family and the people close to you derail what you want. Okay, well, thank you so much for listening. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. Talk to you soon.